All right, so 3 hours ago we did a quick recap of of where we were last week. But let's get down. Uh, yes, 100%. Uh, Here we are. My goodness. So we're just gonna sort of jump into the top of this round now. Again, to set the pacing. It's been a pretty intense battle back and forth with these pirates. Only towards the end of last round was Breatheth only able to notice that the leader of these pirates here was actually Francis Woodleaf, sergeant. He was the one that was training them. Breatheth had a number of interactions with him and became a little close while training on that UAF intelligence island for that week undercover with the pirates. She caught that it was him in disguise. He actually held back an attack instead of attacking her and went to run past to leave. And then, of course, Drakkus walking around the corner, stopping those escaping pirates in their tracks to reassess their choices. Oh, right. The other thing. Eden has been here fighting with everyone. Eden, the half vampire, vampire hunter. And when Drakkus rounded the corner, you all watched as Eden was seemingly grunting, making some consternated faces, and dropping to one knee before Drakkus, seemingly against their desire.
Yeah.
So I'll actually take a moment with Drakkus right after I share with the players some intense battle, our favorite battle music playlist here. Because it's just better. It's just so much better when you have that tension in the background. I'll get it going for our viewers too. All right, I'm putting it in Zoom here for our viewers. Just sort of a classic D&D battle ensemble. Just a little bit. All right. Drakkus watching Eden fight this, but kneel. Says, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot to re-add the picture in chat. I don't even know where that is now. I'm so sorry. But Deontay, if you want to see Drakkus, you'll have to just scroll up a little bit, and you'll see her from the 11th in Discord.
Here she is. I can repost it here.
Okay, there nice.
It was very, very scary.
There we go. I'll put them up here real quick too. And Drakkus.
Mommy, sorry, no, mommy, mother, yeah. No.
Drakkus has, you know a couple people that sort of shed darkness as they walk. Guardian does often. Guardian sort of shadow steps with it, draws weapons out of some sort of darkness, which is interesting. Eden sometimes, to some degree, has a little bit of darkness, almost smoke for Eden that kind of trails off. The dark miasma rolling off of Drakkus reminds you of one thing and one thing only, and that is the Omega Sea that roils below you every time you're in flight. And it roils sort of off, emanates from behind her, within her cloak, and just kind of drops to the floor and dissipates into nothing. She looks around initially after throwing that person and looks down at Eden kneeling. Oh, mixed blood. They give you the strength to resist. It taints your lineage. A bit of a snarl. Yes. I'm here for the fools misusing my technology. Which of you? Nice. Okay, well, how would everyone like to react to her saying that?
Just
I think-
pointing.
Relith would probably point at the people who are leaving.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Same with Grundy.
Cassius just hold his hands up and say, not us.
Nice. The others, well, let me roll. I don't think that their leader is gonna. No, they won't. A couple of them point back at all of you. Most of them, but not Francis Woodleaf in disguise, and one of the others doesn't as well. I'm gonna add that it becomes a bit of a difficult situation because you have one more round. So I mean, while it's mechanically 6 seconds, it's I'm giving you some leeway, of course, because it's a little role play. This ancient technology that she's after is in the back of the cave. Like there isn't time to wait for her to go collect it. Like, if you want to stop the city from falling, you're gonna have to finish destroying it. It's looking like a hit or two away. So I'll resume our course of initiative and kind of go through and see what you each want to do as she's sort of entered the fray. At the very, very top is all right. Let me take her image down now so our viewers can see our our people. At the very top is individual that Relith recognized as that Relith recognized as Francis Woodley right here. And they're also going to kind of raise their hands and just like try and walk around. And I'm going to do a roll to see what happens to them. All right, versus Drakkus. And they seem to be able to not grab her attention. They're just hands up, like it's not me, I'm out of here. 6, and they're just gonna dash. They're gonna be, oops, come on, Dan. They're gonna be around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah. That brings us up to Brelith.
Great. So glad. Let me just work all of my windows on my one screen here. Yeah.
This is her. This is Drakkus.
Okay.
You're
Where
right
is
here.
Brelith at currently? Oh, cool. All right. All right. Brelith is going to use spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And just turn this music down a bit because it's there. It's definitely there. She's going to use spiritual weapon and is going to put that within 5 feet of the device. And what that looks like is it's going to be a like the arm and the hand that looks skeletal. That's definitely larger in size. And it's going to appear 5 feet from the weapon in this like cloud of purple smoke.
Nice. That'll show up right next to Eden as well.
And is going to attack the device.
Okay.
This is 28 plus your spellcasting modifier. Let's see. It's these. Just roll here. Oh. Womp womp. Not that exciting. That is 4 damage.
What's the attack? What's the attack roll? Let's see if
Oh, the attack roll. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You're right.
You summon this fourth.
What a hit. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it misses. That's only a well, I mean, I guess, but it doesn't seem like there's anything. I mean, I rolled a 5.
Okay. Oh, I see. So you're not sure if there's a bonus applied to that. This is what your spiritual weapon?
Yes. Yeah, there's nothing listed. It just says on a hit.
Modifier.
Your what?
Spell attack modifier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be a 13 total then.
Yeah, melee spell attack. So that would include that. What's the total?
13 total.
That hits.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not too difficult to hit this AC wise.
So that is a 8 damage to that then.
8 damage. Okay. What do you want this strike to look like as you effectively break down and destroy this piece of ancient technology?
Ooh. Can the skeleton? Well, of course, it's spectral, right? Or well, no, I guess it has to do some kind of melee. Can it like reach in and like just like crush a piece of inside of it? Just
Oh yeah. So there's this little, again, it's a cube, 3x3x3, but it's broke. Like each face has like 36 little cubes that have like twisted and untwisted in different snake-like patterns. And through some of these holes that have opened up, there's this arcane energy whizzing like discs in, out of one hole and around the cube and in another. And the skeletal hand kind of like bends and twists its joints so that the bones go into a number of these holes and then just crush. You hear the crushing of metal and compressing of as those whirls of magic energy dissipate and then snap out of existence. The machine shut down.
Okay.
You hear Drakkus say,
Those assholes started it.
Anything else for Breelith this turn?
Oh man, did she hear you before?
Oh, yeah. She's 5, 10. She's like 20 feet away. So you hear.
Okay. Cool beans. Let me just let's see here. I'm going to use my hidden step as my bonus action that will make me go invisible until the start of my next turn.
Nice. Do you have to move for that to take place?
It says, and as a bonus action, turn invisible until the start of your next turn. You attack, deal damage, or force a saving throw once for a short rest. It doesn't say you have to move.
Is your spiritual weapon a bonus action?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
It is.
Oh, okay. Even for the attack? Okay. All right. Okay.
You have an alternative? You immediately, your response is invisible, I know, but it doesn't click. Oh man, you've already used that. Start processing your options. You don't feel like you have to do anything either. Just, I want to give you room in case there's any.
Okay, let's yeah, I was just seeing if I had any thing else to do. Okay, well that's not gonna work either. Okay, yeah, I don't think that there's, I guess, yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I can do or that I'd want to do right now. So I think that she will, she is standing right there. I think that she would probably just instinctively take a step back. So if you want to move her back, like away from Drakkus 5 feet, wherever Drakkus is.
Okay. Oops. 5 feet away from Drakkus?
Yes.
Which about 25 feet away.
Okay. I think that would probably be it.
Okay. Oops. All right, you take that step back. And where is the... what am I looking for? Okay. Oh, really? It's just, that's interesting. Okay. Drakkus is up next. in initiative. Relith, can I please ask you to make a strength check?
Yes. Yes, I can. Well, that was a natural 20 for a total of 21.
Oh, that would probably be amazing if it wasn't a contest against Drakkus' spellcasting modifier. You start to feel your feet slide to the side, and you kind of like hold down with all your strength. You're being pulled by nothing. You start to hold your ground, but it's not. And you are flung across, let's see, up to 30 feet. So it's just going to be 10 feet or so, but it's about 15 feet up.
Okay.
Throwing you against one of the teeth, like the other individual.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll the damage to see. Oh, that's not bad. First roll's good. We've got a number of ones in here. 27 points of piercing damage.
Great.
You just sort of hung on that for a minute before sliding off of it, back off and down onto the... Oh, right, that's fall damage because that's 15 feet up. It's just 1d6 damage to fall. That's nope, that's cocked. Haha, not a 6 today, MFR. That's just a 4. 4 additional points of bludgeoning, please, as you fall.
Okay.
She snarls. Let's see. I'm going to check her bonus action real quick. Don't do anything else. I'm here for that. Don't get in my... She starts walking back. Oh, shit. Oh, Dan, stop hitting things. She starts walking back. To the arcane technology. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She walks past Sinister, and she's 5 feet from you, Cassius. She just walked past you towards that. Again, seems to not be minding anybody. She's making a beeline back to that ancient technology.
Do we care if she takes it?
Or you do have a mental link if you want to take a moment to discuss. Ash just brings that up in the mental link. If you all pause to discuss.
I'm more concerned with Breelith. We did what we came to do. It's useless right now.
I hope she doesn't try to start it up again.
That's my fear. Like, should one of us go like take care of Breelith, and then like she's the closest to me, I can attempt to stop her.
I think that she's done with me. I'm okay. I'm okay.
If she can't fly, I could snatch it. But she might be able to fly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
but
doubt
you
it.
saw what she did. You saw what she did to Breelith. I
Yeah.
don't know if we can handle this much power.
I would really feel better if this thing was smithereens.
Yeah, because it's powered down now, but I think I'm gonna try to destroy it.
Sure.
How does everybody feel about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it when I can.
Same.
Okay. All right, we'll put you back into the. Woo! Oh my goodness, my heart is thumping. We're gonna put you back into the order here. This is I love D&D. And that puts. I'm sorry. How far has she got? I think his next is gonna stare. It's gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll dash off and off the board. Jeez, I swear. I have no muscle memory as to where these things are yet. So, gonna stare. Is probably gonna take an attack of opportunity. Let me see what their health is at. Oh yeah, they got healed back up. So they're gonna take a quick attack of opportunity and an attempt to like oh no you don't, like to this pirate / maybe UAF individual. Okay, let's oops, the wrong dice down. Make sure it's the right one. Oh no, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. I rolled a 2. This person doesn't have a super high AC, so I'm just waiting for her character sheet to load so I can see what their plus is, just in case.
Yeah. That's a bad idea.
Nope. Unfortunately, that is not. Sinister grabs a dagger and goes to just bury it. And this tiefling that was trying to dominate minds earlier dodges narrowly and continues around the corner. Grundy, you're up. What would you like to do, Grundy?
First of all, healing word on Breelith.
Thank you.
Nice. How much is that for?
Cast it. It's just 3. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Every bit helps.
It's better than 0.
Yeah. So you got your bonus action. Boom. Healing word. Energy cascades over Breelith, picking herself up. Heals a bit. What else you got?
I'm in between Drakkus and the machine currently, right?
You are. Lucky you.
I'm going to sheath my scimitar and kind of just hold my hands. We were trying to stop them from activating it, and they were very close. Very, very close into dropping this city. We mean no harm. We just wanted to stop them.
She'll respond. That is fine then. I'm here for what's mine. Stay out of my way.
You're not going to turn it back on?
I'm taking it. It's my plan. far away from here. Your city should be relatively safe, though I do think you should be careful. And looks back at you for a minute. Zabig is awakening, and you're in their mouth.
So we probably should go.
I wish to be gone myself. Suggest we all leave together.
What happens to the city when they awaken? I yell from 30 feet
Nice.
in the air.
Looks up. That's up to Zabig.
So they could possibly die.
I don't think there's many souls in this part of the city. I don't think there's much to worry about if that's your concern.
So if he awakens fully, it's just this part of the city that's going to take.
Zabig is encased in this part of the city. I imagine it won't withstand their awakening. Beyond that, I don't know. I doubt Zabig will wish to stay. I imagine they've spent plenty of time here already.
Is there nothing we can do to stop it?
Nothing.
You mentioned suggesting we all leave together. What did you mean by that?
At the same time. I don't think you can survive where we go.
Mental link, we want to get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that sounds like the plan. I don't think there's much we can do.
Yeah, he's waking up. We're in his mouth. I don't like being in things' mouths.
True.
Um,
We need to signal our ship.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of potentially getting digested either. Yeah, I think we should get out of here. Really, can you run?
I'll help Relith up.
Dan, what part of the city are we under right now?
You're sort of in the lowest ward, the testing ward, sort of hangs in the bottom third or so of Atmos Isles. Most of the other livable plateaus are further up. This is sort of 1/3 up from the bottom, but the very bottom is all just stone. There isn't really any wards below this. If this gets destroyed, it probably won't affect other wards.
Okay.
We should be ready to pick up what we can.
Does Zareg understand language? Ashford is going to ask Drakkus.
Never understands. I don't think Zara will wish to speak with anyone at some time. But you're welcome to try.
Ashford mental links. I'm going to leave his mouth, but I'm staying down here to ask him to be careful when he leaves.
Can I stay with you?
Like, might be dangerous.
I think we should go.
Fun.
I think we should go. Because that's potentially like very dangerous.
We'll kind of, can we mental link who's got the best connection to the ship? That would be Brilith. Can you signal them to, see if they can come? Because
they were talking to Zia, and Zia shared that they were in just outside. This was a little bit ago too. They were just outside of the testing ward, like that large space where you can enter. And likely to be ready to give you an update shortly. Their plan was to, they were going to arrive at that teleportation pad, lower some ropes.
Because Drakkus didn't say that they were transporting us. We had to leave ourselves, right?
Yes.
I suggest we go. But we'll keep the ship within range so that so that you can jump on when you're done talking to him.
Appreciate that. This is my home.
Yeah.
I want to do what I can to make sure damage is minimal.
That's fair.
Let's let Zia know we're on the way, and then we'll scoop her up.
Okay. And we'll finish his very last round since there's some, pirate enemies, and then we'll transition into the next phase here. Anything else for you, Grundy, on this turn?
No, I'm gonna. Well, I'm actually gonna. Is Eden still kneeling?
Eden is she's gonna. Her turn's next. Their turn's next, and they're still fighting that. They are kneeling, but they seem to be fighting it. So.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and help support Brilith up.
Okay.
And on the way, kind of nudge Cash, just like, let's go.
Pretty. You get right next to Sinister, Brilith. Okay. All right, Eden is next. Eden has been grunting and putting all of their energy into fighting this, and does manage to raise themselves off their knee and stand face to face. So 15, just snarling, and Eden, always very composed, always very stoic, but in this moment they are absolutely livid. They are raging, snarling in the face of Drakkus, contemplating, do they do something about this? But I'm actually going to do a roll for Eden, I think. Okay. Eden raises 2 daggers up with the blades down and jams them into their sheaths. Growls and walks past. The rest of their movement 5, 10. And then they're going to dash 5, 10, 20. Okay. They are leaving. The ground is shaking. Obviously, this creature, being rejuvenated. You can see what were very bone-dry teeth. The maw of whatever this was had been cut off. It had, some sort of an animal's maw that had been, cut off at the end here. That is growing further and further into the space of the previous room. Gums pulsing and growing off the wall around the base of the teeth. And just to add that part. All right. One of the... Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I was just coming.
Okay. Champion is gonna start leaving. They're going to, I think this is the one that's, is gonna try and throw something at, okay. They take 2 daggers and throw them at Drakkus, our champion here. Oh, okay. Well, they both hit. One seeps into the back right shoulder of Drakkus, the other into her torso. And she's just continuing to walk towards the machine for now. They pause, seeing she seems pretty unaffected, and just continues on. All right. This is the person that's all right, they cast what are they gonna cast? Huh? They're trying to right, oops. Dun, 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 dun. All right, that's gonna be all. God. All right, they're gonna cast. They're gonna drop a full-on fireball here on Drakkus. Yeah, Drakkus. Yeah. Jeez. Stupid. Drakkus steps back, but takes half of the damage of a 5th level fireball. This person's I'm sorry, Cassius, they're dropping it on you too. Can you make a dex saving throw for me, please? Oh, jeez.
That's a 4.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Well, that's a failure, unfortunately.
All right, let's see how bad this hurts.
That's not too terrible. Some pretty low rolls. That's 31 points of fire damage.
All right.
16 for Drakkus, who has this flame. Of course, you get a front row seat, Cassius. It just explodes, engulfing the two of you. And of course, you know that it hits hard enough where it hurts, singes, and you see bits of flesh on the back of Drakkus's neck, and even hair burns away, and some of her shoulder gets exposed, and that's been burned. Almost immediately regenerate and heal. Only 10 points.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah. It's 10 points, but it's enough to look cool. All right, let's see if Drakkus is getting. Okay. Ignores this person. Druid also has a moment of contemplation. Out. So sorry, we'll just keep it cruising. They're dead already. Sinister's out. Sinister's not fucking around, I don't think. They're gonna. Okay, don't break.
It's on brand.
Yeah, right. Like, there's nothing for me to do. Let's get out. They're out. Cassius, you're up. What would you like to do? You are here.
Can I see who threw the fireball at me?
Can you? I'm sorry. What's that?
Can I see who threw the fireball at me?
Yeah, the person with the extra yellow cloak in the back here. If they're in the camera, they're the ones. Yeah.
I'm gonna move my full movement in that direction, so that's 30 feet, like on the way out.
You can get here. This is them right there.
As a free action, I'm gonna be like singed still, and I'll be like, "Did you mean to drop that on me?" And I'm gonna like clench my gauntlets up. I just want to see what they say.
Oh, right. Okay.
I just want to talk.
Nice.
So they don't answer with words, but they definitely look at you with a nasty ass look. Then they go to continue running. Like, if they have a chance, they'll definitely do that again.
Oh, got it. How close am I to them?
5, 10, 15 feet.
All right, I'm gonna Misty Step as a bonus action in front of them.
Nice.
Bam.
Operate in front of them.
And then I'm gonna hit them with my Thunder Gauntlets because that hurt me way too much.
Nice.
And I want revenge.
Get it? Yeah. Nice.
It's a nat 1 for my first hit.
No.
No.
Oh no.
All right, I have another attack I can do with
good,
it.
good.
There we go. 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hit.
And that's 11 thunder damage for my Thunder Gauntlet.
Nice. What? They quickly dodge, like not even expecting any of this, but that was just a feign to get that second shot. Come up with an uppercut under the chin with the
And since I used all my movement, I'm going to stay right in front of them and make sure that they can't leave. Essentially, I'm just gonna stay right there.
Nice. Okay.
and wait for everybody else to like collect themselves and get out.
Beautiful. All right, there's one more baddie. All right, this is that person. It might just yeah, okay. This last baddie or pirate that was here turns to approach Drakkus. For those that are remaining in here, Brelith, Grundy, you can't tell if they're overconfident in themselves or if they feel, there's a sense of a lot of confidence in themselves, but also they may feel like they want to give an opportunity to the other pirates to leave, like they can do something to better their comrades' chances. Okay. So they are going to attack and get a natural 20 on Drakkus for the first hit, and a natural 1 for their second hit. So both ends of that spectrum. However, they pull out with they have the short sword there, right? This is the one that has the poison. All right, that's not a ton. That's 9 points of damage, and then Drakkus, I'm so sorry, we'll go through quickly. Has to do a poison save, but they have advantage on that. It doesn't help. They take a considerable amount of poison damage. Jeez. Okay, that's better. All right. 17. And all right, that's not a ton. 19 points of poison damage to Drakkus. And Drakkus still almost unmoving, like just walking pace by pace, step by step towards the arcane technology. They've been incinerated. They've have 2 daggers sticking out of their back, and a great sword has kind of cut them across. With that critical hit, it's like run through her torso and pulled back out. Poison damage seeping in, and still she continues. She does give a moment's pause. Yeah, I think this will probably be out of everybody. And turns back to this individual. It's around this time that you all get a mental message from Kip. We're at the teleportation pod. We've lowered the ropes. I think Zia, wasn't out of the room watching, but like resting in the doorway. Probably would have begun returning, understanding it's time to get back.
Okay.
Be sure that we're ready. Keep us updated. If I have to change anything, we've got the rest of the crew. It's a bloody mess outside. Still, a lot of the pirate ships seem to be disembarking. It's like a wasp nest out there of all the pirates. Sooner we can get out of here, the better. I think that's it for that update, which returns us to, where's my nope, that's after. I'm so sorry. I'm in the right document, right? Okay. We have Why can I not teleportation? Geez, Dan. I'm so sorry to be pausing like this. I'm missing. Here we go. Okay. Jeez.
It's okay.
This individual attacks, gets this stab and draws the blade out. She can walk, takes another step and a half before reaching the technology, places a hand on top of it, and it tries to contort and fold in on itself to a degree, but because it's so broken, it's only compressing down to like a 1.5 cube by 1.5 little bonks of metal twisting out different sizes. Drakkus pauses and turns back, and with a wave of her hand tosses this person up about 10 feet in the air and grips her hand, and they stop in midair. And you watch an incredibly unsettling sight take place as she twists her hand, and this person is pulled apart layer by layer. Flesh, cardiovascular system, muscle, bone, fat, organs, all pulled apart and separated from each other like a beautiful diagram of a dissected, human in different layers. And then brings her hand down, and like a splooshing puddle hits the ground. She draws her hand back up again, and these bones all fasten into what appears of a doorway, basically a door frame, and all the bits of sinew and flesh reattach. Skin lasts. In fact, the arch of the doorway at the top is the stretched out face of what this person was moments ago. And then that same omega cloud miasma fills the door frame, starts pouring out, and she drags behind her the arcane technology, or by her side, she carries it and steps through the doorway. Yeah. Which brings us to Ashavar.
Right. So Ashavar no longer really cares about pirates, so she's going to give a quick hand signal, and basically to her dragon spirit who's still hanging out because he lasts for an hour. Nice. She's gonna be like, "Let's go, Monty," and beeline for the mouth to get out and try and communicate with Theris before they start moving. So the broom has a flying speed of 50 feet. Monty has a flying speed of 60 feet, but I'm going to keep him at pace with Ashavar. So she's going to just go as far as she can, up to 100 feet.
All right. You get just past Eden there, but you're out of the mouth. You're in that space. You can now see as you look over the face of this creature. In fact, we are effectively out of combat now. These other people no longer interested in fighting. If you want to fight, let me know. They're all trying to run out of here as well. Alongside you, these pirates that are remaining. You all see in this room this creature forming. It's not regaining flesh or anything healthy. it looks very necrotic in nature, even though it's recovering and growing. It's all very murky, and it has that rotten sort of smell and texture to it.
If I look at its eyes, is there any, like, she's gonna start trying to talk to it at the first opportunity, but she's gonna try and see, like, look and see if there's any, like, sign of life in there.
There is two things you'll notice. Definitely signs of life. In fact, the eyes are full of life, but that first thing you notice is like a panicked look, but also like rage. Like, you can see, you know, again, that huge foot that was part of whatever creature statue was belonged to the Wanderer's Plea, put on the side of the skull, likely sealing it here for this whole time. It seems to want out and be really mad that it was encased here and it's been held here for as long as it has. The second thing you notice, while you might, I mean, yeah, your companion is takes a dragon form. You know the pupils of a dragon when you see them.
What?
You know what the pupils of a dragon look like when you see them, and that's what's settling in the eyes and the wall.
Oh. Well, now. Okay. Well, she's gonna get off, land and get off the broom and have Monty kind of stand guard behind her. And she's just gonna start talking, basically, like, "Hi, I know you've been here for a really long time. I don't know why or who did this to you, but I can see you're very angry, and you have every right to be really angry. I would be mad too if I was trapped in the underside of a city for however long. But see, I'd like to ask you a favor. If you could, there are lots of people who live in this city, humans, elves. I think there are a couple of giants and tieflings and dwarves, and just there's a lot of life in this city. And if you could just be, I know you want to leave, and absolutely, totally, you're right. But if you could just be kind of careful when you're extricating yourself out of the city, and if you need any help, I can do magic, and this is my friend Monty. He can breathe on things, and also help claw you out if you need help with that. If you could, please be careful. Thank you.
Go and make a persuasion check.
A short bow.
Okay. Is this all is the group with her, or have we already left?
That's up to you all. It sounds like, I mean, when it started, you were all going together. So if anyone wanted to wait, just let Steph know. If everyone's going, then they'd probably be by the entrance to the exit of this room.
Okay. Would I be close enough to do 60 feet of guidance?
Sure, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really look at this conversation and just kind of.
Is Ashervar within 30 feet of me before she rolls?
She can be, if you like, yeah.
Oh, I just want to use Flash of Genius.
Nice.
So you get a D4 for mine to be added to your ability check.
You get a +5 to the roll as well.
Okay, sweet. Yay, I finally get to use my social skills as a sorcerer that I took. Because that's how I roll. Okay, so that is a dirty 20 without anything extra. 23, 28.
Okay. As you engage, the more you talk, the more you take in, you insight sort of the absent-minded nature to the rage. But there is a creature in there, and you're trying to push through that to reach the intelligence of this creature. and thankfully, everyone now being free of the mouth, it begins to speak. It's somewhat intelligible as its jaws kind of pull from the stone to utter words, and it responds with, "I wish only to leave. I care not the people above. Take yourselves and leave, lest you face my wrath. Stay out of my way, and I won't care. I won't pursue you. I need to leave. I will not be contained another moment. I don't wish to touch another city. I wish only to leave. Clear my way, and I will do so."
How can we help you clear the way? Or how can I help you clear the way?
You connected with that intelligence piece here through this, but it rather quickly pulls back into that rage, and it just yells, "Move!" and yells this. You can feel this terrible necrotic energy from its mouth start filling the space as it's writhing itself free now from the wall. You get the gist that it's sort of like it just wants you out of the way. Like, it's freeing itself. If you don't want to get hurt, move.
Okay. I will go to the ship, but yeah, I'll go with everybody to the ship, but probably not board until the last second.
Okay. Which my player camera.
I don't want to make him more angry for them.
Gotcha. Okay. You start making a run for it. You are racing now with your comrades. There's a few of these pirates that are racing with you. One of them is too far behind. I got caught up in that necrotic mess that it spewed out of its mouth and just collapses. Another one is locked in place in fear and completely pisses themselves. And that's where we'll take our bio break.
Great.
I was wondering where you were going with that one.
Nice. For anybody that's...
I would say the one that got drowned out, basically, let's say it was the guy that fireballed Cassius. Grundy, like, just runs past him, flips him over.
Nice, nice. I think it was that fireball one that definitely was stuck too far behind, because Cash was like, no, like, boof, like, in front of them, like, you stay back here. And they were so far behind, they got caught out. Yeah.
They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to hit me with that fireball.
For real.
They could have run. They could have run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could have been halfway out of here by now.
Actually,
instead, he's the new version of Cassandra from Doctor Who.
Oh, no.
Moisturize me.
Moisturize me. Moisturize me.
Before completely fleeing the trail, the chamber, she will yell back at Zarek, "Happy trails," before she exits.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so for anyone that's new, we take about a 10-minute bio break. Our audio will be hot, so feel free to chat with us if you wish, but we'll have our BRB screen up. Catch you all in about 10 minutes.
Oh, there's an approaching Liam.
Oh, kitty!
Darby.
Burb.
I would suggest keeping the battle music up, players, if you still have it in the background. I would not
like that, but
disengage
okay.
from that yet.
Sure.
You all begin running down the hallway, through this room, past the caskets, still no longer overflowing with that omega energy or anything. You race through, and you're running back up this hallway. There's a decent length of hallway and flights of stairs and stuff to return to the exterior of this research and development building. Just outside teleportation path. Sounds like the Tempest and safety. As you begin running, you clear the exit / entrance to this room. You're in the hallway racing. Let's see who got the update before. It wasn't Sinister because Sinister had lost the sending stone. I think they messaged Zia.
I think they messaged Zia.
Yeah. So Luanda, your contact with the pirates, messages Zia again. You know, if she watches this later, I'm sure Zia is going to update you all immediately. She receives a couple messages from Luanda because they're using their scrolls. This is false flag. We've confirmed this is a UAF operation aided by a small group of pilots that we've recently discovered have ties with the Order of Spectres. We're letting everyone know the UAF is using all of those pirate ships that they've been confiscating over those past several months before you all recovered that technology, so we have some too to even the odds. That's where they got all our ships from. They are not friendlies. Avoid them. Get out of there if you can. We'll update you when we know more. Zia, like, almost immediately, updates you all with that same message. Yeah. All right. Zia also running, but I believe her movement speed is half. So thankfully, she's got a head start. But this section of the city, this ward, is falling apart now that this dragon, whatever, is freeing itself. As you are all running, the shaking of this space becomes much more violent. Cracks in the walls, cracks in the ceiling, bits of debris falling, and now, much like when a sinkhole drops beneath a road, like in one of those videos, you just see chunks disappear. Chunks start disappearing. Like in some of the rooms you're seeing, the windows, you just see them drop off, and you see the skies below. You're all hustling. May I have a oh yeah, good.
Can I get Zia on my broom and take her with me? So because her movement speed is halved.
Probably.
It can carry 400 pounds.
Yes. Yep. So you'll still have your 25 feet, which will be much faster than her 15. But this is actually going to be a challenge. We'll break it into thirds. Zia is currently in the final third. So when you, I'll check back in with you, see if you still want to do that one in that third. And it'll definitely be, but mechanically, it's absolutely doable. I think Ashavar is probably in the back from, helping the dragon. I think Brilith, were you sort of staying back with Ashavar, you said?
Yeah, she would have stayed within like 50 feet from her. Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling Sinister in the front. GTFO, yeah. Grundy or, oh my gosh, the thing's Grundy or Cassius, would either of you care, like, you want to be way in the front, like booking it, or like in the middle, like you stop to help, or you're doing anything else? Where would you like to be in the marching order?
I was trying to keep pace with Brilith.
Cassius will be at the end of the pack just to make sure everybody gets through. Just trying to keep an eye on everyone, like as we make our way to the ship. Okay. So he'll be the furthest back of our group, not of the people.
Gotcha.
Whoever's left back there is left back there, as long as they're not part of the group. It's fine.
They get the birds. Yeah. The double bird.
Frickin' fake pirates.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're all racing sort of in tandem with the pirates that are still alive. Can I have everyone, please, make an athletics check as you start sprinting literally for your lives. And I'll go around and ask everyone what they get. I'll start with Breathe.
That is an 18.
Okay, excellent. Cassius?
So I rolled a 5 for a total of 4.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Trailing a little bit in the back.
Y'all can't be winners.
Ashbar, how about you?
Excuse me.
No.
I have cat aggro. Can I hop back on my broom?
Absolutely.
Would I need to still make an athletics check?
Nope. You hop on
All
the
right,
broom.
I go 50 feet.
Okay, all right. You start pulling ahead. You're cruising on this broom, 0 effort. And you stay, some of the rest of you are running like Cassius. You see Ash kind of, whoa, start flying over everyone's heads and navigating this space. Grundy, how about you?
I got a 22.
Nice. Okay, same thing.
So as I'm running, anytime something like changes in the terrain, I update everybody behind me immediately as to what to expect.
Okay. All right. So you're hustling. You're kind of updating mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cassius, you just got caught on some of the floor kind of popped up a little bit, and you stumbled a bit, picked yourself up, ignoring the rash burn of falling on the stone, falling as fast as everybody. Sinister got a 21 in total, and Zia got a 19 in total. So for the most part, everyone's hauling a fair bit of butt through this first section. And in natural fashion, the state of the integrity of this hallway, this building, this portion, this ward of the island deteriorates even more as the second round. Your hearts are pumping, your lungs are starting to burn a little bit, that burn up here where you haven't had to sprint outright, in quite a while. Please ask everyone to do, this time, an acrobatics check as you're all doing your best to leap and jump around all these obstacles as things are now collapsing. Just chunks of ceiling, walls falling down, decorative pieces, doors falling out of frames. Breathe us. What you got?
13.
Cassius? What you? Oh?
I rolled a nat 20 for 22.
Nice.
Yes, awesome.
we fall down, but we get up.
That's right. Oh man, you managed to make up that ground you lost, and then a little more as you very nimbly dodge through things around, tuck and roll, and you were on your way. Still keeping an eye to make sure no one gets left behind. Right up.
You are being so clingy, sir.
Shabar, how about you?
I'm guessing I still have to roll to steer.
This
to avoid
one,
all
please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm imagining, like one of those old, X-Wing games or something.
Yes.
Like that.
Awesome.
Love them.
That's acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Okay. You're flying through. I mean, it's successful, but it's rough. Different stones are falling, hitting the back of the broom, tipping the broom up, and you're just trying to navigate, doing a lot of counterbalance as you get struck by some stone, the broom, but you are making it through and keeping a decent pace.
Oh, that's gonna bruise later. Oh, that's gonna bruise later too. Bogey.
And Grundy, what did you get?
Grundy got 18.
Nice. Okay. There, since you're gonna 12, that's a and a 13 for Zia. Okay, so everyone's doing pretty well. The challenge comes up in this third section. Room to run the hallways get a little narrow here. You're almost at the exit, the front of the building. You know, just outside of this front door, the teleportation pad's only like 150 feet away. Your ship should be there with ropes. Hopefully that whole area hasn't collapsed yet, but you're in the home stretch. You're sharing space with four currently that have made it through the hallway so far. 4 of these pirates, and there isn't really going to be a lot of room for everyone to get through. Brelith, let's see who's actually first. It's currently Ashavar on the broom. So Ashavar, actually on the broom, you kind of have room because you can fly in the top part of the hallway and not be bothered by the rest. But
my companions.
You see Zia hobbling. She is not moving fast, but she's almost to the door. Do you still want to help load her up?
Yeah, I'm worried about whether she'll be able to climb the rope up to the ship.
Yeah, she does not look like
So yeah, I'm gonna pull up next to her and be like, "Get on, nerd."
all right, gets on. Is everyone? She's looking around and sees everyone's pretty much there. All right. Give my spot to someone else if we need it.
And is there anything I can do to? I don't think I can target anything at the pirates without hitting my companions. So.
Probably. It's a pretty small space now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can. Well, I can affect one of them anyway. Okay. So is there Brelith's the most wounded? Are we correct right now?
I have 12 hit points.
Okay. If there is a pirate near Brelith, I am within 30 feet of me, though. I'm going to cast Gust as it's a cantrip at them, and they need to succeed on a strength check or be pushed 5 feet back.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. They rolled a natural 1. Okay. You know what? That's perfect because the next challenge was going to be for Brelith, who would be this would be Grundy next, but when Brelith gets there, I guess I'll give you the option. Grundy's going to get to that doorway next and have to do something. There's 2 people, him and a pirate, running for that doorway. Only one of them is going to make it through there. Do you want to assist him, or you see that there's also a pirate running next to Brelith, and likely she's going to be up next? You want to stick with the Gust for Brelith?
Actually, I'm going to Gust for Grundy because I think Grundy could then help Brelith. Okay. Like a chain.
Okay, Grundy, it's another kind of, athletic individual running next to you. To your dodging, shed, and kind of shoving each other and like trying to get each other to fall and also focus on that doorway. The door's closed. Ashavar gets up with the broom. You see her sweep down, grab Zia, and Ashavar is able to get that door open, spin around on the broom as she's outside and cast Gust on the pirate next to you. Oh, fuck! Giving you leeway to get ahead. Brelith right behind. Brelith has 2 pirates to get pushed in the one. Is there anything you want to do, Grundy, to assist Brelith in whatever she's gonna need to do?
I actually am gonna slow down a bit as soon as just to get her to catch up. And I don't know how far behind her they are.
If you slow down, okay, so one was right next to you. They're only 5 feet back so that you could go through the door. If you don't want to go through the door, they'll probably just catch up and run past you, or you'll end up like contesting with them to go through the door. You're right there. You are at to the outside.
But there's still Relith and Cassius behind.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go out the door and then wait by it.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna bother with the pirate that's like right behind me. Just gonna let him go. I'm gonna wait for the other two to come out. And should a pirate happen to be there, I'll be ready.
Nice. Okay, you ready yourself right outside of the door. Brila, you're reaching the end of the hallway. Thankfully, the door's been kicked open and it's off its hinges. Ashvar has successfully opened that door. You watch Gus back, so Grundy's able to run through. That puts two pirates, one right in front of you, one right behind, that are trying to race past you and get to that door, slowing you down. It's going to be a pretty... I mean, the ground behind you is disappearing. Behind you, behind Cassius. There might not be time for everyone to fuck around with pirates to get to the one night ball. What do you want to do, Brelith, as you approach this door? Because you're not going to get through the person in front of you unless you do something. Or you let them go and you deal with the person behind you or next to you.
Can I tell Dan if either of these people are the general from before?
The one in front of you is free. The one that just
not going to do anything to that one. And there's one right behind me, you said?
Oh.
And so I'm assuming that this guy's going to probably get to the door. I need to get to the door before they do.
Yeah, you're like, the other one's actually like beside you. You're kind of running shoulder to shoulder and you're both going to reach a door at the same time. And you're not both going to fit, so you can try and grapple them, like kick them, push them, use a spell, use, something like that if you wish.
Are we considered dashing right now, or can I try to dash and go faster?
I'm assuming everyone's been dashing.
Okay. This is rough.
Pick the wrong Gus target.
Huh?
I just don't know if it's in Brilla's nature to like actively stop a person from getting like out of something that's
Gotcha. What? Why is nothing working?
Oh no.
What is going on? All right, I'm so sorry.
okay. You're giving me extra time. It's great. Okay.
Yeah, it's picking that up here. So, oh, that's why. It's this one. Okay, trying to just give you a better visual. Like this is the hallway. Here's Grundy behind. Here's also not Grundy, Cassius pirate running with him about 20 feet behind the two of you. Ashabar,
that girthy hallway
here. Where's out here with Zia on the broom? Out here. And he's right outside this doorway. This middle square is a doorway. Two of you are about 10 feet back. This little space here is what you got to get through. Yeah, I know, right? It's even curled up like little, like,
it's
different
beautiful
size balls. I'm just gonna leave it.
Look,
you're welcome.
Look, everyone needs some attention sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's temporary. Okay, so how long? Okay, so would I be able to this is totally your call, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, as far as I can tell, for the Tales from Beyond, there's no casting time. It's a bonus action. Could I cast? Do I have time to cast to do one of those?
What is it you're trying to cast?
Well, not cast, but the Tales from Beyond. So, to determine one of the tales.
Oh, give me a sec.
Sure.
I'm sorry, I've got to, of course, fix the camera too. Camera's
You're okay.
you work the whole screen. All right. Good. That's working again. All right. Let me take a super fast look here. Breelith, as you're running through here, what's it called again? Tales.
The Tales from Beyond.
Yeah.
There's no casting time, but it is a bonus action. So I just wanted to see if I'd have time to just kind of whisper a quick tale like I usually have her do.
While you're holding your spiritual focus, you can use a bonus action to expend one use of your bardic inspiration and then roll on the spirit tales.
Correct.
So it's a bonus action, not an action, but a bonus action to
right.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use if you have a bonus, you can use a bonus action to do it.
Right, that's what I said.
Okay, I thought you said it didn't have a casting time.
I just said casting. Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, no, just want to make sure we're on the same page. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. So Breelith is really quick, almost can't really do it under her breath since she's running and she's kind of out of breath already. Quick question, can she see past the doorway at all? Can she see into the next room at all, Dan?
Two super quick things. I'm sorry, I'll answer that.
Sure.
I'm just reading on. It says you can use an action to select a target of the tail's effect. So that part's an action. That's 6 seconds.
Okay. Would she have time for that?
Okay. You can see. So the door is only 7 feet tall, but you can see out into the space. You probably can't see Ashavar and Zia, as they're probably up away from the falling lord, but that's up to Ashavar. Do you think you'd be Ash, as you went through the door, going up into the air more, be out of line of sight of any of the pirates back here? Or do you think
No, I think she'd be wanting to stick around and make sure everybody else got out and assist if need be.
Okay. So you would probably say, Ash, spin the broom partway to the side with Zia on the back through the door. Grundy would have seen exit and hook a left real quick, just outside the door. And then otherwise you'd see the plaza. You'd see probably where the teleportation circle in the distance.
Okay. So Dan.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be using Tale of the Runaway.
Mm-hmm.
So Breelith is going to be, where she's been running quickly, will probably say almost loudly because she's out of breath, most likely, because I can't expect Breelith to be that athletic. There was a tale once of a furbolg who ran away, and then is going to push herself forward with this runaway thing. The target can immediately, which is her, use its reaction to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space she can see. So she'll go as far as she can past that she can see past that doorway. And it says when the target teleports, it can choose a number of creatures it can see within 30 feet of it, up to your charisma modifier, which is 3 people.
Okay.
So I want to take the 3 people along, even the pirates, out into that room.
Okay. And Cassius, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Cassius gets to the
okay.
Which you can see, and 20 feet immediately use the same reactions. They're also doing 30 feet. 15,
okay.
20,
Prisoners, great idea.
All right, interesting. They're gonna both do it, but they're gonna land at the same spot. So, all right, we'll get to Cassius next. So, Francis Woodleaf out next to just behind Zia on the butt, you know, Zia on the broom, Francis
Okay.
on the ground. Instant, it's just teleporting. Okay, anything else for Breed left?
Nope, that is it. Just keeping up her movement.
Okay. Precious. Let's go. You and this pirate take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as the two of you teleport. Like, we're out of here. We get, but you both apparate in the doorway. You both count at 30 feet. Make is Cassius okay? Cassius isn't down.
Oh,
right?
I'm up. No, I'm up
good.
barely, but I'm up.
Heart attack. Can you roll either athletics or acrobatics to try and come out on top, to like be in front? And we'll just contest it against them. Yeah.
I got a 15.
Okay, they rolled a 2 and their modifier
Let's
is not
go!
13. So boom, you kind of apparate in the same space, you just give a hearty kick, like you want to kick them like back in the hallway or outside?
I'll kick them outside.
Okay.
More prisoners. Fantastic.
Nice. They fall down, but that frees you up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're all outside. Grundy, this is a blur, right? Suddenly, like two people teleport and appear. Like, you don't even see them disappear. They appear over by Ashavar and Zia. And then you watch as two people teleport into the same space, and there's a terrible like kinetic force, and you watch Cassius spin around and just like kick the other person as Cassius is falling back a bit, catching himself. So this person falls down across from you, Grundy, on the ground. Cassius just bolts, is continuing to run with everybody, keeping an eye, of course, on everyone to make sure no one gets left behind.
I grab like as much cloth on the pirate's back. I yank him to his feet. I give him like the most menacing grin I can give him. I go, run.
And they do.
I keep running.
So stepping out of this, I'll bring my face back. Because
away
now goodbye, girthy hallway. Sorry, Cassius.
R.I.P. the girth.
I
You all made it
almost
out of
spit
the
that
end.
all over my computer. Oh my god.
You've all made it out into this area. Now, of course, Francis would leave from the pirates here. You pirates look in horror at the destroyed teleport pad. Yeah, they're not they take a minute to sort out what to do. The rest of you see the Tempest hovering. Like, there's enough room in here, spacious the Tempest has made it inside. Rope ladders dangling down the side. There's 3 of them. There are other ships pulling up here. And you see the 3 pirates look over, start running towards one of the other ships pulling. What do you all want to know? Start with Ashvar, because you're on the broom and you'd be fastest. You got Zia on the back too. You could reach the Tempest in this turn.
Not
that you have to.
Her concern for Zia would probably override her rage at the UAF right now, so she would go and take Zia to the Tempest.
Okay. You fly up. Vic is there. Ash is there. Kip's manning the ship. Wisp is down below, but the 2 of them are like prepared and ready to receive people. Boots as well. The 3 of them help collect you. Ash, super happy to see you. Vic, everyone's happy to see you, but Ash in particular.
Yeah, she would be kind of like a little teary-eyed because she wasn't sure if it I think she was sure that everybody made it back to the ship, but like actually visually confirming it, she's like, oh, thank God.
You're alive. So
There's a big necrotic dragon down there. Let's get everybody out of here.
I just said it couldn't get worse. Fuck me. All right, let's get out.
Yeah,
I mean,
hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. I tried to ask it not to, but yeah.
Let's get everything. Well, looks like everyone else is almost here. And Vic, of course, is like helping Zia. Like, right, let's get you some. Things are full, and let's get out of. We're going to help everyone else, and we'll get down on our decks. And so next,
Quick question,
yeah.
Dan. How far away from the slum area are we?
Oof. That's up in the residential ward, which is well, I mean the I forget what they call it. They're the rustic part. Maybe
The turnside. That's what it's called.
Okay, yeah. Maybe like 3/4 of a mile or so. It's several plateaus up where we're above the market ward where everyone sort of resides. There's the fancier section too, but those are both pretty high up.
So I'd pretty much consider that area not terribly in danger.
Yeah, likely safe.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. That would put. Well, at this point, Berelith, what do you want to do?
Does it look like that Woodleaf is heading towards the pirate ship?
Almost like in a movie. You turn to look, and Francis is running past you in the direction right by your side, and kind of giving you that look of like, the connection, and like a lot of complex thoughts. But they are running by and heading to that ship.
Relith will stop and will yell, "You don't have to go with them."
The rest run by. Francis stops and looks back. Have him do a quick. And turns and runs to the ship, the other ship.
Relith will watch just for a second before she starts running again towards the Tempest.
Okay. You are dashing. So, I mean, it's just at the end of your turn, just after. So you basically get onto the rope bridge as you're climbing. Who is it there? Boots and Vic are already pulling the rope up too to like help assist, get you on board. Next up is Cassius. Are you what would you like to do?
How far away are the fleeing pirates?
They're still maybe maybe 30 feet.
Nah. Cassius is gonna like move as fast as he can. He's gonna move dash to the ship.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you're not worth it today. Things are falling apart. You raise over, climb up, boom, 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 start racing up the rope. Again, people helping pull up and such. That just leaves Grundy. Grundy, what would you like to do?
I'm racing to the ship, and then as I reach the rope ladder, just take one look around and kind of just go, I don't know how much more I could take of this. Go right up.
And with that, all the rope bridges are being like tied off up on the deck, the side rails locked into place, and Kip's up on top shouting like, all right, if you're all ready, it's time to get the fuck out of here. Hold on, we're gonna have to do quite a bit of navigating. There's a lot of ships out there, a lot of ships in here now. Here we go. And you feel the ship hit that reverse, kind of send your stomach forward a little bit. That familiar kind of back up, and she turns the ship, and as it's spinning, almost like a race car movie, like shifts it mid-gear and puts it in drive. And you begin the ship.
Tokyo drifting.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, the ship, you have this whole large section that's exposed to the outdoors, the exterior of the island that you're navigating through and over these buildings. a bunch of whole entire buildings now are crumbling, breaking, and you're reaching the exit, and finally you push free into the open air, and your entire environment changes in that. You're free from the confines of this island section, but you see the absolute wasp's nest of pirate ships flying in 360 degrees around. There are several dozens of ships, maybe bordering 120, 130 some ships that they've confiscated, and ships of their own that they've used in this faux assault, flying everywhere. Kip turns, Vic, or who, kind of looks around at everyone. Vic's, helping Z and other stuff. All right, I'll take us away, but which way? Where are we going? Just out?
Has Zarek emerged yet?
So far, the island just seems to be falling. You haven't seen any sign of Zerg free yet.
Not the whole island, right?
No, just the bits of that
Okay.
testing board. Mm-hmm.
Ashavar is gonna yell at Kip. I say we hover here for a while and try to get out of here in the dragon's shadow.
Right?
Avoid the pirates. If you can avoid debris for a little bit.
I could try.
But I'm not sure if the pirates are gonna try and shoot us down at this point.
Yeah, and you're looking around, and there is some firefights because there's actual UAF here. That you've gotten the gist aren't in on this. And so there is a firefight going around the city. All these ships that are flying, some are disembarking and leaving, others are in combat. There's a few ships close-ish that might get into proximity. Boom! More of this island falls and drops, and an old friend appears. Your dragon friend bursts free from the rubble, and now mostly together with necrotic flesh. It flings around and sees your ship and flies over and puts two claws on it. Ship dips and bows. Freedom.
Hi, it's me.
Can you make a quick persuasion check, Ashavar?
Okay. Can I use Flash of Genius?
Absolutely.
That's a +5.
Okay, so with your +5 and my +9, that is I can math. 32.
Okay. That is enough to spare you from this dragon's initial wrath.
We just follow you out. We'll be quiet. We'll be quiet.
Leave me. And pushes the ship. The ship pushes back like 80 feet as it pushes off, and starts flying in the other direction.
Maybe that wasn't my best idea.
Swats the ship down. Breathes lightning out of its mouth and breaks two other ships that fall out of this. You see the people and the sails and everything falling down. Yeah, well, Kip's it's like, right. So I'm just going to pick a direction, and we can start out after we're out of this, if that's all right.
Preferably away from the dragon, please.
Yes.
Please.
That way, then.
I disown that idea. It was bad. I own it. It was bad. It was my idea, and it was bad.
Grundy kind of just like plops down on the deck, pulls out his little flask of tea, and goes, Must go faster.
Nice. All right. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. Collectively, you need to make it out of this firefight, right? So rather than going into deals, you've had a lot of battle and everything else. I'm just going to ask everyone to pick a task on the ship that they want to manage and do a roll for it. Kip is managing the actual navigation. Wisp is handling the engines for the most part. Boots is pretty good at anything on the ship. Let's see. Guardian has been practicing gunner, being a gunner for quite a while. Eden doesn't particularly seem like they're in a state to do much, but they're ready. You know, they say, I'll do whatever. I'll help. So every one of your crew can do something, including yourself. So first I'll go around and ask what each of you want to do, and then I'll see what you want to assign the crew to. There's fight, so gunning is going to be an important one. Making sure the engines have the power they need and that nothing falls into disrepair. There can probably be a little help with navigation between like sails and other adjustments that can be done. Don't forget, you also have some options on your ship. It takes 15 minutes to engage in that stealth running thing, but you have that as an option. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll go around and check. Breathless, what would you like to do?
Breathless would probably go in the mind link. Did you want me to go and try to get the stealth stuff going?
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. I think I think that she's done it before or helped do it before, so she'll head down there. Or I'll go over there with Kip then.
Right. Oh, that's a great idea. Right. I can do everything I need here. Just stay down over there, please. Shite. And Kip's just like super distracted, like spinning the ship. You hear Boots yelling like, "Do a barrel roll" in the background, and Kip's like, "Oh."
Besides that, she would just try to help Kip in some way with navigation since she has experience there as well.
Okay. Cassius, what would you like to do? Back on the Tempest.
Cassius is gonna go down to the engine room and help Wisp maintain the ship's engines and keep it afloat. He learned a lot on his time away with ship navigating or ship engineering, so
nice.
Should be good. So he's gonna go down there.
Okay, beautiful. It's like coming home. The ship from all that too. That's awesome. Yeah. Ashavar, what would you like to do on the ship?
I have a question and then I will decide. Can I like park myself in a spot where I can see ships that are approaching us?
There's like a crow's nest.
Okay. What she'd like to do, because she still has spell slots left.
Okay.
If she'd like to park in the crow's nest, and if any ships approach us, use her obscuring snowball spells and sleet spells to block their view.
Okay. Right. Awesome. You get up there prepared to cast that.
Because I don't think she's had any experience with any of the ship systems, really.
Oh, okay.
Mostly just sat in her room and talked with Cornelius and Fluffy.
Nice. Oh. Awesome. Grundy, how about you then?
Grundy rolls up his sleeves. He's going to help up bring ammunition to the gunners. And
okay.
At least I can carry at least 4 times the amount anybody else can. So
nice.
I'm going to help with that, help reload.
Okay. He'll be working with Guardian and Boots down there, and they'll appreciate Boots in particular. Will really appreciate all of that. Sinister. So Zia is a fair bit out of commission. She's gonna want to do something. So she's probably just gonna be a go for anyone that needs something. She's gonna be in the mental network, ready to make it happen. I think I'll just kind of put everyone else, in that bar too. We know where Wisp is going to be, obviously, with Cassius. working on that. Ash will probably be down there too, since she knows that pretty well, trying to like ink out any extra energy she can out of the engine. And Eden will probably be a gopher as well. And okay. So as far as rolls, Breathe, can I please have you make a I guess you don't really have to do roll because you're just doing an automated task. You know what to do.
Okay.
And you go for it. So you are engaging that 15 minutes. Cassius, if you can make I'd say either like in a something intelligence based investigation as you're like looking about like, okay, what can I do, what needs to be done.
I can do investigation.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I rolled a 19.
Ooh, nice. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Engine's optimal. Thanks to that great work. Ash, Shvar, you're doing a great job. There's a number of times where ships are coming in. They navigate side by side to try and like blast all their artillery, and you throw that obscuring cloud up and over your ship as the ship navigates up in a safe direction. Their volleys just going through the sleet storm, not hitting the ship at all, thanks to your quick thinking and getting all ready. Let's see, and Grundy, my brain's doing that thing where it completely forgot what you were working. Oh, you're helping, right. So go ahead and make an athletics check, if you would, which I think you get an advantage.
Yes, sir.
Good.
That is a 21.
Okay, nice. Loading up gun after gun after gun. At least 3 ships suffer a fair amount of damage thanks to the 3 of you down there in that gunning area. Skill all combined. Warding off any longer attacks. A lot of these ships leave like outgunned. Don't want to. And you all make it safely out of this dogfight here around Atmos. Behind you, you see, for anyone familiar with a dragon of this type, actually going to make a history check, everyone, if you would. If you have, if you're proficient in history, I'll let you roll it with advantage.
Woo!
Double woo. Let's.
You said if we're proficient.
Then you can roll it with advantage if you're proficient.
All right, I'm proficient. I'll roll another one, but nice. I got a 21. Wait, I got a 25 on the first one. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. Breelith, what'd you get?
26.
Jeez. Okay. Cassius? Is that the?
At advantage, I got 25. I rolled an 11 and a 25.
Nice. That's awesome. Ashvar? A 2. Okay.
I got a 2. I know a lot about dragons, but I ain't know nothing about that kind of dragon. That's weird.
That one's weird.
And it's very obscure. There are not many of these, period. Grundy, what'd you get?
21. This one is very familiar type because of the previous world.
Oh, okay. Nice. Oh yeah, I guess I should do Sinister's here. That's a 14. I'm sorry, Sinister. Oops, come on down. And Zia. No, Zia doesn't roll well enough. It's probably below deck. Everyone that has an 18 or higher, which I think is Breelith, Cassius, and Grundy, you all recognize this as a Dracolich. A dragon that is effectively undead and is the lich version, a dragon version of a lich. Very rare because they have to willingly undergo this. Not particularly recorded, in history, but it's there. You watch, and whether it's horror or amazement, as in you're all standing on the upper deck here, having cleared this watching this Draculich snap ships in its jaws, smack them out of the sky. You're finally arching around and leaving this airspace. Catch a glimpse of the religious board, which sits near the top of the island. And there upon its surface, you watch as the arms of the Wanderer's Plea. The pirate ships now racing away in all different directions as the Draculich itself begins flying away and disappearing into the distance. And so, a quiet falls over Atmos. The city has been spared, but a cost has been levied, gutted from the very heart of the city. Lives, resources, property, and loved ones lost. The notion of safety gone for the foreseeable future for all the residents left behind. Still, those left behind are evidence of what the city can be. They'll take time to mourn, to rebuild, to heal. And perhaps one day they'll even learn of a small crew of sky pirates that made this possible. For now, you all travel through the sky to your next destination, counting your own losses and damages. Together you stand on the upper deck of the Tempest, wind whipping through your hair and ruffling your clothes. And together you watch the horizon as Atmos shrinks until it becomes a dot and then disappears altogether. And together you carry the weight of Atmos and the burden of all that is to come for every city in the sky. For if you fail in your mission, all will truly be lost. But you know this, and you know that you have each other. And each day you continue to lift one another up and carry each other's burdens. And although the weight will be heavy tonight, tomorrow, perhaps it'll be a little less so. Sets. There's nothing to be done here at this point. So, at one point or another, you find yourselves in different places on the ship, and the dinner bell rings. Drakkus and Zia have finished preparing a hearty meal for their crew, their friends, their loved ones. Knowing there's been hurt, pain, wounds. I guess I'll go around and ask where everyone is when this dinner bell rings and if you go to the galley or not. And I'm going to take a second to hype for the raid. Thank you, raid. Thank you, raiders. So nice to have you here. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm going to take care of that. So nice to have you all here.
He is hydration. Yes.
Yes, hydration.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Yeah. Breelith, where can you be found when this dinner bell rings? And
Great.
If you're going or not.
So Dan, we don't have to role play anything out, but Liaison is still on the mind link, correct?
As far as you know, yeah.
I can't quite remember. Did we hear any of the talk from Miss Mama back at the, about someone summoning her from the Book of Horrors?
I don't think she relayed that. And I don't know if, I'd hate to say she does, only because I think she might not feel as comfortable in having shared that information as she was when she shared it. So I imagine she'll probably share it, but I'd hate to take that away from Claire be able to share.
Okay.
So I don't think so. I'll say no for now.
We do know that someone said that the UAF, oh, it was Ruth's person, that the UAF were operating under what's the group called that's after
Order
Lisa?
Spectres. It's actually
Order Spectres.
Yeah, no, they were saying that this whole thing was orchestrated by the UAF, as well as some pirates they've recently discovered a small group of pirates were helping the UAF do this. That small group of pirates has connections to the Order of Spectres.
Okay. All right. I'll put a pin in that then.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why Brilith would go to dinner. Does she go to galley? She'd probably be, when she heard the bell, she would be up in the library.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a library on the boat, right? Or no? Or is that back in McCall?
That's McCall. Mm-hmm. You can make the captain quarters a library if you want.
Carmine.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be asking Carmine if she can find him when they get back to the ship.
Oh yeah. Carmine, having sort of navigated some of that with you in their humanoid form, reverts to their celestial dragon form back on the ship. You can find them resting in that room you made.
Okay.
With the bed.
Brilith would seek out Carmine then. Give a cautionary knock before entering. Of course.
Oh, it's like,
Carmine, are you in there?
Yes, and resting.
May I come in?
I'm resting, but yes, please do.
Okay. She'll kind of
Crack an eye.
quietly, as quietly as she can, open the door, quietly close it, and just kind of like sit against one of the walls. And so, Carmine, do you know anything about were they around? Were they there when the whole Draco Witch was released thing? Are they aware of all of this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about that thing, the Draco Witch? That should that be do you think that's beyond our concern, or do you think that that's something that we should be concerned about?
Well, I don't know much. Oh, they stretch. I can safely say we should be concerned.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
More comes to me as I grow older. I have vague thoughts and generational memories that speak of an order of dragons. People that believed some ancient prophecy about the world being utterly destroyed, and they believed having these Draculiches in existence were the only way to spare the world, but that did not prove to be the case.
Oh, yeah.
Many of them, some helpful, many terrors.
Yeah, this one didn't seem quite in the helpful realm, at least not right now.
It seemed they were sealed for quite some time, so.
Yes, yeah, that couldn't be very comfortable. Or facilitate a good mood. I'll do some research if we get back to McCall, and see if I can find some information.
It's a good idea.
Okay. Should give him just a very brief kind of scritch behind the ear wherever she knows that he likes to be petted, and Okay. Did you want me to bring anything from the galley for you?
No, I'm not sure how I feel about things right now, and I just need some time
Okay.
to process.
Absolutely. I won't bother you until you bother me. Okay.
Very
I shall
well.
close the door quietly and scamper to the galley.
Okay. All right, Cassius, may I ask where you would be when the bell goes off and if you'll join?
Cassius would be in his room, like kind of tinkering around with his armor. But he's also going to make an attempt to call like either of his brothers to kind of like let them know like what went down and who was responsible for that or who potentially could have been responsible for that.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Right. I'll say that, oh, you know what? I don't think I have my notes with your brothers' names up. I'm sorry. There's
The
Lucian
pirates,
and
Lucian's UAF
Vincent.
and Vincent's a pirate. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Vincent replies. Vincent, says, kind of confirms what you heard through, what's her name? Your contact. Oh, I can't think of her name right now. But your contact, that they had no idea that, as they started looking into what was going on, they found a small group of pirates, like not a pirate ship, but like a number of pirates across crews. We're actually working with the Order of Spectres. They have some connections there, and that these
Okay.
orders seem to come from the Order of Spectres to work with the UAF.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm, mhm. And Lucian shares, also gets back to you and shares that the UAF as a whole didn't know about this. So Lucian, they're both upset, rightfully. Lucian in particular because of that staunch like justice and that energy, and this betrayal from their own intelligence community. Apparently their intelligence community put this together as a step up in their propaganda against the pirates. Hate the pirates because they dropped a city out of the sky,
Right.
but they also didn't tell any of the regular UAF members on that island and planned to sink the whole island, UAF included, to make it seem real. And so Lucian is it's a brief messages. He's livid, and uh um and they both share that, if they get any further info or insight, um they'll pass it along because they know that you're in a position to be helpful to this and they know what you are.
Right, because I'm I'm able to work outside of that system because Lucian can't, and Vincent has to keep up appearances with the pirates. So I totally understand. Yeah. Um, okay, and then yeah, then just after receiving that message, Cassius will like write it down, so he can like update the crew when he gets to the galley to go eat.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, so he'd walk over.
All right. You join as well after getting that and ready to share. Ashamar, how about you?
Ashvar would go to her room and clean up and get her viola and go back up to the deck of the ship, and there's that little spot in the bow, the front. I do not sail. Ashvar's human does not sail.
Nice.
The front of the ship. She'll just like be there, just kind of not playing super mournful music, but kind of a little bit melancholy of a tune, just kind of into the sky, for the bit of Atmos that just disappeared. But she'll follow it up a little bit, kind of like how in New Orleans funerals you play the dirge when you go to the funeral, and the jazz, I think, when you leave the funeral. She also plays one of a cheerful, hopeful tune as well, and kind of weaves those together, until she hears the dinner bell.
Okay. write you the instrument down and go ahead and join everyone. All right. Sorry. Okay, you join. Grundy, how about you? Where are you when that dinner bell sounds?
Well, I just washed up the day's labors, and all the sweat from having to like run back and forth between the guns. So now just furiously writing in the in his journal like everything that's just transpired because he likes to make sure he has notes on everything because it's very important to him to always keep notes on everything. And then he goes, all the things I didn't wish I'd seen here that I've already seen at home, I've seen a Dracolich. This can't be good. But this could prove interesting. And then kind of just signs off, finishes drying his hair, and then as he hears the dinner bell and can hear the music, he could actually hear music through this whole time, and he noticed how sad it was. And then the latter part of it kind of inspired him not to end his journal like not such a depressing note, and then heads up to the galley.
Okay. Z is there because she helped cook. She's been taking over a lot of these food preparation duties. Sinus there. I'm gonna not have them here yet so that I can let them role play an entrance, next week or something if they were on playing. It's their sort of bedtime. They'll wake up in a few hours. They're resting, and they got the snot beat out of them there before getting healed too. So they're, I'm sure, looking to rest. A fine meal is set out in the rather large galley of the ship. You have those long farmers' tables with individual chairs on either side of benches where you're all able to sit down. Just one of these long benches on one side. Pick and Zia still kind of hobbling with her exhaustion. Walks dishes out carefully and sets them down and drinks before sitting down herself. Vic kind of takes over the rest, just, please see, I appreciate everything you're doing, but you have to rest a little bit. Yeah, there's another day for that. And, he pushes back and then finally acquiesces. Letting you all sit down for the evening. Is there anything that you'd like to sort of discuss now that you're sitting across one? It's relatively quiet at the table. The crew members also don't really know what to say. The massacre on the ports during that was a lot to take in. City definitely saved and not dropped out of the sky. Tons of residents alive, thanks to all you did. But that toll still taken out of it, thanks to F. I'll pass it over to you all. It's just the sound of silverware right now.
Freelith probably would have tried to sit next to Ashavar for the meal. And then would, while that's going on, just kind of, awkwardly kind of glance over and I'll say, I'm really sorry about your home.
Thanks. It definitely could have been worse.
Yeah.
And when Brila says that, she'll raise her voice a little bit and take a second to just thank everybody for all of their efforts to help save the island. It meant a lot to me. I grew up there, so you guys risked, all y'all risked your lives to help save it. So thank you.
We're just gonna give her a side hug.
Oh, this is including the crew.
Okay. Everyone seems to nod. And Zia says, well, I mean, yeah, I'm glad it's safe, relative. I mean, it could have been worse.
And I mean, that noble dude is probably not as concerned about that curse I put on him anymore.
Right. Two birds, one stone.
All it took was big old Dracolich in it.
I mean, there
Not
could have
good.
been two dragons.
Could have been two. Could have been two.
She
So
goes
not
back to
to
you.
be an alarmist, but I asked Carmine about the Draco Lich, and while he doesn't know too much yet, he did say that it's something to be concerned about. I will probably try to do some research on it the next time that we have some downtime near a library. I'll let you know if Carmine remembers anything else, or if I find anything more information. Carmine did say that that they were once believed part of a prophecy, but to like save everything, but they kind of did the opposite. So he said that some of them are helpful, but many of them are terrors. So I'm not sure if it's quite right yet to label this one as a terror, but since they were imprisoned for a long time, but it's definitely something to be aware of and to look out for, I think.
Well, at least when it got free, all it wanted was to leave and not to take revenge on the city.
Yeah,
Where
that's
it's
true.
going.
Almost took revenge on us, it seemed, but seemed to have changed its mind. So good job.
Thank you. But I guess I can talk to a Dracolich off my bucket list. Yes.
That's really a bucket list.
You can call it a fruitful conversation too, because we didn't die.
Always.
Here.
Zia asks, what else is on your bucket list?
Oh, you know, this and that.
Yeah, I think that should cause more concern than the Dracolich then. But
Very
Grundy
nice that
raises
you
up.
go- Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Grundy raises his cup up. So the ones we've lost, to the ones we've saved, and to hoping that we can prevent anything like this happening again. And to the best crew I've been lucky to serve with so far.
Ting, ting, ting.
Cheers.
Cheers all around.
Here.
Mm.
No more dragons for a while, please.
Hard dragon.
That's two now. And
Yeah,
both bringing Dracoliches wasn't fun.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
No,
we should probably at some point, maybe not right this second, but tell Allie that we made it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe also Ruth. I don't know if, well, that's right. We can't contact. Oh, wait, I have sending. I think. Wait a minute. No, I was wrong. I don't have sending. Oh, yeah, I do have sending. I have it. I can do the sending spell now. So I think that, maybe even, do you think that we should let Ruth know, like, hey, we're alive and not still in Atmos, or do you think that they care?
I feel like Ruth would be a good ally to have at this point. You should stay in contact.
And I know she'll be preoccupied with this mutiny business, or at least spies or whatnot. But any information that would be helpful to her would benefit us.
Sure.
He.
We can do that after
Loneliness
dinner.
is a he.
Oh,
Oh, actually, speaking of that, I got a chance to talk to each of my brothers, and they gave me their side of the story for like the pirates' role in this and UAF's role in this. And then Cassius will just explain to the rest of the crew like exactly what happened, like with on the UAF side, like Lucian didn't know like what they were trying to do, like having that subsec work with the Order of Specters. Was it with the UAF? Yeah. And
It was with the
or was it the
pirates.
Intelligence.
pirates? Yeah. So he'll like relay that like with the pirates, and then talk about UAF's like role in it as well, and like express that to the group, just to kind of keep them updated.
When he explains that his Lucian didn't know anything about this plan to drop the city, Ashavar would probably comment something like, "Good, because if he did, I'd turn him into an ice sculpture in a very compromising position."
Honestly, if he was capable of something like that, I don't think I would have stopped you. And then Cassius is just like, yeah, but that's all I have like on my end as far as like information is concerned. So if we want to report up to Ruth potentially, or we can probably just hold on to this for now because it's not officially stated information just yet, or like widely known.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely after dinner, tell Allie we're alive.
Well, dinner it segues sort of into a nice dinner, a little more small talk at least. Dinner gets a little more lively. Everyone fills their bellies. It's a really good feeling. That drowsiness starts settling, and after all that running, all the craziness and madness of the day, a nice hearty meal. Does anyone in particular want to message Allie as dinner finishes?
Really, probably.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Allie. Hi. This is Brilith, if you don't.
Oh, Brilith! Of course I know who it is. Did you make it out? How are you faring? What's the latest?
We're all alive. We made it out. We are back on our ship. So I'm not sure if you heard any reports from
some.
Yeah. So we see the entire island just done, right? From asking Dan.
Okay. The island seems to be intact outside of that testing ward.
Okay.
Still
All
floating.
right. Gotcha. So the testing ward is a bit of a mess.
All right.
When we left, there were still some pirates there, which turns out were UAF, not pirates.
Oh.
So
the UAF are behind this.
Yes, working with a few pirates who are working with the Order of Specters.
Oh, does this go all the way to the top of the UAF? Does the fleet commander Persigon his gave the order?
I don't know. I know I saw a general there. I did recognize one person.
It seemed to be the intelligence community.
Oh, okay. The intelligence community.
Oh. That's not much better, but at least it's not. All right, thank you. I've heard reports that the pirates have fully cleared Atmos, just so you're aware. I knew nothing about the UAF being behind that.
So another thing.
Hey.
Well, when we were we destroyed the ancient technology. We barely escaped with our lives because of a Draco witch that was awakened and released out into the world.
I'm sorry, Breathe. I think our connection's breaking up. It sounded like you said a
I'm sorry.
Drakkus?
Yes, that's what I said. It was imprisoned, and this weird woman in a black dress that was very tall came and I think awakened it, and then they took the broken ancient device and through a portal made of someone's skin.
I'm sorry, Breathe. I think our connection's still pretty bad. It sounded like you said it. Just gonna repeat it back again.
No, you heard me correct. It was quite an interesting.
I can imagine. Listen, I'm glad you're all okay. That's fantastic. I'm sorry partly to hear that the ancient technology couldn't be saved, but as I said before, it was not worth your lives or lives of the citizens. So I'm glad you destroyed it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about whose hands it's in. That doesn't sound very, give me a lot of hope that they're on the side of good, that they made a portal out of a person. But listen, can you all make your way back to Glorbelglick? I'd love to rendezvous and just figure some of this out.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would work. I can give it to the team. I don't think we have an exact place that we have a few, but we don't have anywhere we need to be immediately, I don't think. So
All right, I'm on the island already. So just we need to catch our breath for a minute. There's way too much happening at once, way too fast, and
yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen between the UAF and the pirates now. After this newest clash, so be careful in your travels. If you spot another ship, don't stick around. Get where you're looking to go, and you'll be able to dock just fine in Glorbelglick. So I don't think that'll be a problem, but be safe on your way here, hey? All ya.
Oh yeah. We'll see you soon.
Hey. All right. Till then.
Okay. Bye. And close out the call.
And with Glorbelglick fresh on the mind, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
I still don't know what the name of that place is. It sounds like gobbledygook. Sounded like Babadook, Gabagool.
They say the time. Yes.
You're gonna have to spell that name out for our notes.
It's also, I will. It's a cloud giant island, so it gets pretty interesting. All right. Well, let's see. My goodness, what a fun session, players! Thank you so much. That was a lot of
Yes,
intense.
Thank you, Dan.
Oh,
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Awesome world building again.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Shucks. I'm so
Thanks for letting
excited.
me talk to the Dracolich.
And well done twice. You kept things in a like damage control, basically. So well done, Sarah.
Mhm.
Yeah, at first, just all the panic, like, why is she just sending us that way? Opposite way.
My goodness.
I'm like, okay, works. It worked out.
It's fine.
Nice roll. Very nice roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that 32?
It was an 18, and I have a +9 bonus plus Cassius +5.
That was a mini battle that was because it broke 28. Like I was like, okay, you can try this thing's like getting out of here. Like I'm destroying everything
Let's
in
go.
GFO. Yeah. And when you were like 32, I'm like, well, that does it. Like, crumple. Like that's fine. Like you earned it as a god level roll, DC to beat 30. I'm like, yeah, things recognizes you from the energy you put in beforehand, and like, like, yeah, you all go. That's fine. Amazing. You're all so amazing. I love being here and hanging out with you just as people, but also like in the setting of playing this game. That was super intense, and I love watching what you all do and the way you handle everything. Like, a lot of intense stuff. But here we are, living another day, moving on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you, viewers, for hanging out with us, and thank you for the raids this evening and all the
Mhm.
follows. If you had fun, please consider giving us a follow if you haven't. That way you can be alerted to all of our content as we go live. You can see here in our schedule, we've got a lot of D&D throughout the week, often in this 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time slot, but our Tuesday night campaign, Sundered Fate, brand new. It's on episode 3 this week. It'll be episode 3. Is 9 to midnight Eastern. Paint by Minis, where the incredible Christy, who's usually playing Sinister here, shares a bunch of her fantastic mini painting insights with Steph. Excellent stuff. As for tonight, you've been watching an Extremis. This is our Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot, Sky Pirate campaign. In case you didn't catch that part, somehow.
Yar.
Yeah, there we go. I hope you all come back at least to check us out next Saturday and see where everyone goes, what everyone gets up to. For now, we're going to raid some of our friends over at Dork Tales, so please consider giving a caw mad bird raid. And until the next time we catch you, I hope you'll have a great night and take care. Catch y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.